Everybody, and welcome back to the second annual Georgia Environmental Justice and Education Awareness Symposium. Today we have the stunning Ms. Dorothy Jean Tillman. She is a guru in STEAM. She is the young lady that received her master's degree in environmental sciences at age 14. Now, Dorothy, you're 15, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Please tell us about yourself. Please tell us about all the wonderful work you're doing in environmental sciences and STEAM.
Yes, so I'm Dorothy Tillman, the CEO and founder of the Dorothy Jean STEAM Leadership Institute, where we practice science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And we kind of try and give the youth that we coach and give opportunities, freedom, and learning in STEAM to get them more involved in it. You know, we're trying to work from the inside of our communities outwards, and if it feels so constricted, it'll be more like, oh, I'm forced to do this, or I'm forced to be here, then I really want to be concerned about my world and what's going on.
Right. So, you hail all the way from Chicago, Illinois, and you're right here in Georgia. What do you want to tell us about environmental sciences?
So the thing about environmental sciences is there are so many big companies and big organizations working from the outside in. But what we like to do with the Dorothy Jean STEAM Leadership Institute is work from the heart of people and start with our communities. And though we do have parts of our company that are going out globally to places like Cape Town, South Africa, and Paris, France, and Nassau, Bahamas, we still try and work from my heart and soul to Chicago and give young black youth opportunities there.
Wow. So not only are you international, but you have a heart for the people, just like my cohort, Councilman Corey Reeves.
Absolutely. So tell us some of the things that you do at the Academy, the Leadership Academy.
So right now, we are getting ready to phase into our summer STEAM camp, which is 8 weeks long, starting July 5th to August 18th. And so every day of the week, Monday through Friday, we do something for a different letter of STEAM. So we let the kids kind of pick, well, this week on Monday we want to do dance, or on Monday we want to do acting, improv, or we want to go to a science lab or something like that, or set up experiences. And so we kind of try to give them that freedom. We're also working on STEAM kits, so everything we do at camp in person, we kind of boil down and put it into a box with tutorials on my website, dorothyjeans.com, and psychology packets for teens to go along with it, kind of talking about depression and anxiety and peer pressure, to send those out to those places that we're working globally. There's so many things that we're doing. We just finished Earth Day. Today is Earth Day. We're super excited about that. And so a lot of our stimulators, which is what I like to call my counselors, are just doing a little bit of extra research and kind of like giving their day to the environment. But this past Sunday, we did have our own Earth Day celebration with lots of different STEAM related things. We didn't boil down to maybe this science or we're planting things today, but we gave out Dorothy Jean's Earth Starter Kits. And so that was super fun. We had arts tables, we had arts performances from Mad Rhythms and the Happiness Club, and so that was incredible. I want to work on starting a podcast about teens focusing on environmental justice soon. Right now we're in the midst of our STEAM competition, and so it's kind of like a pitch competition for teens to present their ideas and learn about pitching and being an entrepreneur. And so that comes to a close on May 15th. And they're in about week 4 or 5 of stages of them planning their idea and getting that all together. And so, there's constantly a lot going on.
Absolutely. And that's great, too. And so we have the STEAM for Kids and Leadership Institute that you're bringing that. And because earlier, the people who are listening on Diversity learned about the Environmental Justice Academy. And so here is the holistic thing that we're bringing to the table. And you're just a true champion of cause. It says at a young age. And so they're believing in empowering our youth. It says, because the youth starts with you. And so that we are here to give you any stage that we can, offer any kind of help that we can to further your cause as you champion. As we know that you have a relationship down here from Chicago that's here as well. And so, but if you ever come on out here, make sure y'all get Georgia grown, okay? Eat Georgia grown. But we want you to be South Fulton made. So if you ever live here, come on, reconsider staying in that fine city. And so, anything else what can the community, as far as the youth in your age group, your peer group, tell them what they can do now their communities. And how will they be able to connect with you if they wanted to register for your camp, or if they wanted to extend the camp down here? Like, how will that happen? And what action items can you give them to take with us today?
Of course. So I do try to stay focused on our heart and soul of Chicago and the youth on the South Side specifically for me, but all around Chicago, of course. And you wouldn't have to be from there to join our STEAM camp. Of course, on GEJS.com, we have all of the same resources, just maybe online, for everyone to learn about our STEAM kits and all the things that come inside, and so on and so forth. And we do try to keep me and my stimulators, my counselors, still working around the states even during COVID. And so we are coming back down here, so I'll make sure I come visit y'all to do a cleanup at Randolph Early Learning Academy. Because we did come and visit instead of a STEAM lab these past couple of days that we've been here. And so I just think that it's kind of about reaching out and learning about maybe a daycare or even at your school clubs that you can start and things like that, and getting people into it. Recently we just had all of our stimulators watch Seaspiracy, which is an earth and environmentalist documentary. And I really think that it's small things like that, like just pulling up your Netflix and being like, what can I watch while I scroll on Instagram, and have it in the background, because it will catch your attention. And your subconscious is still absorbing all this information that it's giving you. And so at the same time, it's kind of just about making those little efforts, even if it's just liking a post or resharing a post or talking to your principal or your school staff or your school council. It's really little things. I know with a lot of teens these days, it's like, well, I don't know if anybody will join, or I don't want anybody to judge me or be mean. It could really just start with you. So that's when your posting comes in, or you donating to environmental campaigns, which you really do have to do research in nowadays. So that's a note for all of those teens out there. If you do find something that you want to support, really, really, really research it and take your time and learn about it. Because when it comes to environmental justice, there are a lot of one-off problems, but you kind of have to look at that bigger picture where maybe it's not just single-use plastic or landfills or trees being chopped down. It may be the ocean and ocean life and coral reefs and things like that. And so it's all about doing your research and staying on your feet.
Wow, that's a mouthful. I am so excited about you and what you're doing and what you're going to do in the future, and I look forward to working with you. But us as elected officials, we're charged to be policymakers and to legislate. What are some things that you would give to elected officials of how they can create policy to push forth an environmental justice movement?
So recently I have been working with Climate Futures, and so they are all about taking time to assess your communities. What might you want to add on here for your future vision? Maybe it's a statue, and it's it can maybe reabsorb that CO2 and produce new fresh oxygen. It's all about coming up with those ideas that might start as the smallest little seed, and maybe finding someone that you can closely email, like a state legislator or an alderman, or somebody who it can work your way up on an environmental scale and kind of give you help from that maybe adult or elder perspective, and help you do your research from maybe what they experienced in their lifetime, and you can bounce your ideas off of someone with the power to help you understand and help you implement all of the things you want to do environmentally. Even if that's just an email or visiting your office or sending a letter, it's about the little steps that matter.
The little steps. Dorothy, thank you so much, and thank you for participating in this virtual and in-person segment today and helping us equalize in our communities. Councilman Reese?
I just want to follow up, and as you are making tremendous strides, you are a leader in this field, and I'm just looking for the future to come as your growth potential is just phenomenal. And so this is just a starting point. So these little steps are making such a big impact, particularly with your peer group, and that to me is just phenomenal. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being our guest and coming in today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.